You won't believe what happens when a pope dies. Not one, not two, but three coffins. And now Pope Francis said no more. No more three coffins for him when he died. What if the church hiding? Why did they bury popes like Russian dolls? And why is Pope Francis shaking up centuries of mystery and tradition? This story is deeper than you think, and it's honestly gone way beyond our imagination on this. And this is actually a past that we have never touched before. So grab your tea, it's Olubori time. We are the only one that you can trust with giving you the best of information and news from all around the world and from in and across Nigeria. So first, let's talk about the mysterious triple coffins. Now, okay, so let's break it down. When a pope dies, the Catholic Church doesn't just throw him in a fancy casket and call it a day. No, they'll go full ancient ritual mode. First they'll put his body in a cypress wood coffin. A cypress wood, a coffin that's made of cypress woods, which symbolizes humility and decay inside. Obviously the wood will decay at some point, so the cypress wood is used to indicate the humble nature of the pope before and after his death. And inside of it is an eulogy, and get it right, there's 3 bags of coins, which are gold coins, silver coins, and copper coins. And why do we do this? To mark how long he reigned as a pope. Now here's where it gets serious. They will lock that in a lead coffin. With all the wood one, they'll put it in the lead coffin, heavy and sealed, engraved with his name and years in power, like a sacred time capsule. And then after that, they'll put the whole setup in an outer coffin. Like, you can imagine the level of intentionality behind burying the pope. Like, the pope is being protected by layers of holy armor, which is symbolic and also dramatic, absolutely. So, and here comes Pope Francis, the man who said no to the papal palace. He drives around in a used Renault, and now he's saying, bury me simple. No 3 coffins, no lead tomb, just wood. This man is rejecting every, like, let's not say every, but the most important part of burying him. He's saying, no, just bury me in wood, let the wood decay, and let it show my humility alone, not even with anything at all. Yes, he's the same man who refused luxury in his life, during his life, and is still refusing it even in his death. He's ditching the heavy rituals, the layers of symbolism, and the whole gold nail extravaganza. Everybody would have loved to be buried like the Pharaoh of Egypt, but this man is saying, no, I don't want any of that. Just give me wood and let me just go like that. And he wants a single wooden coffin, and that's all. And the Vatican insider says it will still include a document of his life and the coins, but no lead, no helm, and no fortress. So nothing like guardian, and nothing like displaying how long he served. Just humility, just Pope Francis and his body in a coffin made of wood, and that's all. And now, this is actually a way to preach humility during and after his life, because now forever he will be known to be the first pope. It might not be the only pope, but at least he will be the first pope to say, like, no, I don't want any of those ceremony, I don't want any of this honor even after my death. I don't want any of this everlasting kind of ceremony. I just want my wood, and let me just go like that. That is one really important way to preach humility. And now, why does this matter? Because the triple coffin tradition wasn't just for show. It wasn't just for, let's say, we are showing off. It was very important. It was known to be important for, even for the tradition. It represented a journey, actually. It represented mortality, it represented legacy, and also dignity for before the pope, during being a pope, and after death. But Pope Francis is reminding the world that the real dignity isn't in how you are buried, actually. It is in how you lived your life. So it is during your time on earth that you create your legacy, which will live longer than you. So are you getting the point now? And he's saying, don't preserve my body. No, the body is not the one to be preserved. He said, preserve my message. Don't fill me in lead. He doesn't want to be filled up in lead. He said, carry on the mission. He's turning the tradition on its head, and he's giving us the final lesson in humility. Like, you can imagine being so intentional about your legacy, about your ministry, being so intentional that even after your death, you still think like, no, there's actually a way I want to be buried that will display my legacy. So when writing or reading about the story of Pope Francis now, we will remember him for living as an humble person, as an humble pope, and even dying and being buried as one. So this is the one way to like symbolize what he actually lived for and what is going to be his legacy before, during, and after his life. I mean, like during his life and even after death. So this is something that is actually very, very important to him and to humanity and to the legacy of a legend. And now, if the Vatican shifting forever, like, will future popes follow Francis' footsteps, or will they go back to the triple layer burial? This is something important we have to know. Like, is Pope Francis making it personal for himself, or is like saying every other pope after him will have to follow in his footsteps? We don't know yet. But whatever happens, Francis' choice has actually sent shockwave through centuries of tradition. I mean, like, he has changed history forever, and it will be known, even if the tradition, if his own new tradition wasn't carried on forever, he will be known to be the one who brought in and who changed the whole thing. He changed history and he changed the way the tradition is being carried out. The man known for reform, for simplicity, and for shaking the system. And he is making his final statement. Even in death, he is changing the rules, and it's changing the narrative and changing the history and the way things are done, the way things used to be done even before he was born. And he's saying like, no guys, I don't want any of that. Give me my own, my respect. You have to bury me in my own way. And honestly speaking, that's actually a very, very legendary thing to do. He's saying, I don't need a coffin of gold and all those stuff. I don't need a coffin of metal or anything you are bringing here. I just want to go like that. So, Olubori fam, what do you think? Is Pope Francis doing the right thing by breaking tradition, or is the triple coffin mystery something sacred we shouldn't touch at all? Let's talk in the comment section. This one is actually deep. It's actually very, very, very deep. And don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button, because here at Olubori TV, we don't just give you news, we don't just give you information, we give you the real story exactly as it is. We make it informative, educative, and entertaining.